guys, I want to do a video all about signing distributors, the mindset of signing distributors, what I physically do to sign distributors, all things signing distributors, because we can't get to diamond unless we're signing distributors, right? And I feel like that is one of the hardest things for people when they're starting out is signing distributors, which is ironic because I feel like it was an easier thing for me to sign distributors than it was to sign customers, which is really weird and kind of the opposite. But I'll kind of tell you why it was easier for me. It's because from the beginning, first of all, I'm very money oriented. But second of all, I quickly dove in and put myself, like we call it, like being in the fire. I dove in, I was watching and we're listening to YouTube videos. I was actually listening while I was driving the car because I used to drive hours and hours of the day for my old job at the time when I started this. So I'd be listening to YouTube videos all the time, and I would be diving in. I would be learning people's stories, hearing what they've been able to do. And I'm the kind of person that says, if this person can do it, why not me, right? I know I've never done this and I had like zero confidence. I didn't have a lot of belief in myself, but I know how to work hard. And that was just the thing I led on. And I said, if these people are doing it, then why can't I bring other people into the business with me, do it myself, and have them do the same thing, right? And so I asked a few of you, and you were very brave. By the way, Gavin's over here just hanging out, so he might interrupt us. A few of you were very, very brave in telling me some of the mindset things that you're going through and why you think that you're having a hard time signing distributors. And so I'm going to read some of them. And I want you to know that every single thing that I'm about to read on here, first of all, if you're watching this, you probably think these things too. And second of all, I did. I thought every single one of these. There's probably more than that's even on this list that I thought when I started. Okay, so I didn't put these in any certain order, just kind of in the order that they came in. And I'm gonna go through these, and then I'm gonna flip them all, right, to the positive and tell you kind of why, yes, I understand what you're feeling, but this is the reality. And then I'm gonna go through the things I actually do to sign distributors. So I'm sorry if this ends up being, a longer video than normal, but if you really want to sign distributors, stick with me, take notes, and let's go. So the first thing that I have on here, it says, I don't know how exactly to ask, partly because I don't know exactly who to ask. Okay, that's normal, right? We're kind of like, who do we ask to be a distributor? I don't know. My answer has always been everyone. Everyone. I had a master's degree. I was working full-time. I had a pretty decent salary, didn't have any kids. I was just working full time, and Courtney asked me, right? And so she asked me and I ignored her and then told her no. So if that happens to you, that's actually not on, well, that is on here, but I said no to her. And it's fine because here I am, right? Rocking and rolling. So you ask everyone. If you don't know how to ask, there's really, I heard this from Pam Souter, who is our chief marketing, what is she, chief networking, I don't know, whatever, networking person, Pam Souter, you'll know who she is. Anyway, she said there's no wrong way to ask the right person, right? So even if you're like, well, I don't know, is this how Jackie would ask? Is this how, Stephanie and Joel Dunn would ask? Is this how you ask someone? The answer is yes. Just go ask them, because I promise you, we didn't have scripts when I started and my wording wasn't very good, but I still signed distributors. It was really more my excitement. And I kind of came at it from a place of, hey, I just started this thing. These people on my team are making full-time income with this. I'm so excited for that to be me in the next few months, or in, the next 6 months to a year. And I'm looking for other people that are looking for extra income. And I would just feel so awful if I didn't at least ask you, because I see what this is doing for me and everyone else. Like, that's very open and honest. That's exactly how I would talk to my best friend and tell her I would hate to not ask you, right? That's the whole mindset behind it. And so something like that, just something very simple, you guys. It doesn't have to be complicated. But if you don't ask, then guess what? What if you don't ask and someone else on another team asks them and they sign up with them and you're like, oh my gosh, what the heck? Didn't they see my posts? But you didn't ask them, okay? You didn't ask them. That's the thing. Posting is not the same as asking, but we will talk about posting a little bit. Okay, so no wrong way to ask the right person. And there's no right way to ask the wrong person. Okay, we're gonna get that to in a second. Because the next thing says, because no one's interested or has the money, even when I explain to them how they can make it back. Okay, so this isn't going to be for everyone. Even if Courtney had explained to me when I first started how to make my money back, I still wouldn't have said yes. And it's not that I didn't have the money. I had close to $100,000 in student loan debt. It just wasn't my time. It wasn't my time. So when she asked me, I ignored her, waited 6 months, stalked her, and she had no idea, and then said yes. So it's just not their time. It's not everyone's time. And when we're asking, I think that we attach a lot of, we take things very personally, right? Which I can totally understand. I felt all of this before. I took something personally yesterday. Like, you know, it's never going to go away. It's just, you have to kind of sit back in the situation and be like, okay, they said no. 20 people said no. However many people that day said no. It hurts every single time a little bit. But eventually you'll get so used to it that you're like, you know what? I'm not asking them to get the yes, because in reality, I'm not asking people to get the yes. And I know that seems weird. I'm asking them so that I can plant the seed in their brain like Courtney did to me. She asked me and I said no. And it wasn't about me saying yes to her. It was about her getting the idea in my head so then I can see all her posts and stalk her and say yes 6 months later. So I know that it kind of hurts. When you say that no one's interested, that was like a common theme, and that was something that I felt too, you guys. When you say things like, no one's interested, no one wants what I have, people don't have the money, what you're doing is that's what you're telling like the universe, whether you believe in God or just positive energy or whatever you believe in, that's what you're telling the world. And that's what you're going to get back. If you've never watched the movie The Secret on Netflix, go watch that. It's all about how what you think is what comes to you. And so when you're saying like, no, it's hard not to think it. I get it, you guys, but you have to just let it come in your brain and then like crab claw it and be like, Jackie, is it really true that no one's interested? Well, there's like 100,000 distributors. So clearly people are interested. It's not you, you guys. It's them. It's just not their time. You didn't find the people that are interested right now, just like Courtney asked me and I wasn't interested right then. Okay, I'd rather have people come to me. Hold on. I see, buddy. Oh, good job, buddy. I'd rather have people come to me instead of reaching out to people that I know nothing about. Okay, that was something that I really struggled with at first, because I was like, oh my gosh, like I don't want to reach out to people. What are they going to say? What are they going to think about me? So when we say that, being honest, because I thought the same thing, it's about you and your ego. So your mindset is on you. It's on what are people going to think about me? What if they say no to me? It's all about you and you're taking it very personally. And I know this because I've been there. So you have to switch your brain and be like, what if I asked that person? They could say no, but what if they eventually said yes and went Ambassador Diamond? How much would that change their life? It doesn't matter where you're at right now or how new you are. I know that you haven't gotten to Ambassador Diamond, but that doesn't mean that you can that someone that you bring on your team won't get there. So what if you brought in 10 people that went Ambassador Diamond? How much would that change their lives? We have a lot of Ambassador Diamonds. It's possible to get there. What if they just went triple diamond in a year? How much would it change their life? Because Courtney asked me, even though I rejected her, I was able to come in and go triple diamond in a year. And now here I am 6 years later, still doing this full time from home. Okay. It's changed my life so much. So you're going to have to get over the fact that you're asking people. Let your ego go a little bit, because that's just fear and ego of them hurting you, and flip your mind and say, what if I do ask them and they do go diamond in 3 months and get that $15,000 bonus? What if? It's happened on my team. People have gone diamond on my team faster than I went diamond, okay? So where you're at has nothing to do with how fast they can go. Okay, I want to build relationships, and I've been doing this long enough to believe in it, but I feel like people are waiting to see where I will be at months from now. Major problem is lack of interest. Yes, so some people will. I watched Courtney for 6 months. Some people will. But you know what? Courtney signed other people, and she went diamond the month after I joined. Okay, so she signed other people, even though I told her no. So it wasn't my time right when she asked me, but when she asked other people, it was their time right then. How did she find those people? She asked a lot of people. She said, what if I ask, I don't know, however many people it was, a lot of people, and some of them said yes. What if I asked 100 people and like 2 of them said yes and went diamond? That would change your whole business, right? So A lot of that is you thinking that you have to build relationships and that people have to see you be successful. I was once new and I had 0 customers and 0 distributors, and guess what? I still signed distributors even when I was at the distributor level. It wasn't my story. I didn't go diamond for I think it was 8 months until I went diamond. 7 or 8 months, something like that, 6 months, I don't know. So I still signed a lot of distributors before I was ever diamond, before I ever had a story. So that has nothing to do with people wanting to join your team. It's your belief. Your belief is what's going to get people to join you. Your excitement. You don't even have to have a ton of belief, because I don't think I did, but your excitement for what this could be. And I'll tell you in a second how to create that. So you don't have a lack of interest. It's just maybe you haven't talked to enough people. Maybe the people that you asked, is just not their time right now. Okay. Rejection. Yeah, guys. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like getting told no either. Right? Does my son like getting told no? No. Earlier today, I told him he couldn't go on his iPad for hours because he was being crazy, and he didn't like that. But you know what? It's a part of life. You're going to get told no, whether you're in this business or not. So you just got to get over that. And the more that you do it, the more you'll realize that when you're coming from a place of, I'm just trying to help you, I'm just trying to give you a solution, you're not going to find a lot of people that are going to be upset at you for it. I was very flattered when Courtney asked me. I was like, wow, she thinks I could be good at this, even though I told her no. Okay. So don't let rejection stop you. That just means you haven't found the right people yet, or those people that you're asking just aren't ready yet. Could be, right? Just like me. When I see others signing so many distributors in a day, I think, what's wrong with me? Gosh, you guys, comparison is the thief of joy. I do it too. I'm in a VIP page with all these other VIPs, and I'm like, yeah, I signed 23 distributors, or 23 distributors. I mean, I signed 16 distributors last month, or no, I don't know, 15, under 15, 13, I don't know. And 23 customers. And I was like, that was my best month ever. I was like, this is amazing. And then I see all these other people, and they're like, well, I signed 20 distributors and 60 customers. And I'm like, it can be discouraging when you let it, but if you don't let yourself go there, flip it and be like, wow, Lori Conway signed 16 distributors and 60 plus customers last month. She did it from host to post. Why can't I do that too? Okay? Flip it and let yourself be inspired rather than put down. That is your own brain that is stopping you. You're literally stopping you in your tracks. I've done this time and time again, you guys. Comparison is a thief of joy. When you feel like you're comparing, you need to either reach out to someone, to either me or someone that is positive, so they can just be like, no, stop stopping yourself, right? Because all of these are mindset. It is nothing actually stopping you. It is you stopping you, all of these. What was the next thing? I feel down and discouraged. Yes. I mean, there are times when you might feel down and discouraged. And if you let yourself stay there, then you're just going to hold yourself back from helping other people change their lives. And so it will take practice. But now when I feel down, I was feeling it yesterday. Being honest, I was feeling it yesterday. I had a lot coming at me, and I was feeling down and discouraged a little bit. So I went on a walk, and I talked to one of my best friends, and she gave me the truth. And she said, Jackie, you're taking everything personally right now. And this is business. It is not personal. It is business. And she said, your feelings are very validated. And all of these, I want you to know, your feelings are very validated. You're passionate and you're excited about what could be. Because if you weren't, then you wouldn't be thinking any of these things. So you're in some way excited about what the future could be for you. And that's why you feel this, okay? Which is great. That means you have passion. But at the same time, when you're feeling these things, you have to figure out, how can I kind of take that thought captive and get rid of it as fast as possible. And for me, it was taking a walk. Maybe it's working out. Maybe it's just stopping what you're doing and going to clean. I don't know. Some people love cleaning, or watching your favorite movie, or listening to some music, or just doing something else that makes you really happy. And then coming back, taking an hour, coming back and doing whatever you need to do and get back into it and get your mindset back in the right place. I don't ask enough people. This is a numbers game. The more people you talk to, the faster you're going to find the yeses. It's just how it is. And some people come into this with a great network, some people come into it with a great network and they get all the yeses right away, but then they don't build their cold market. They don't build strangers on their team, I guess. I've always had to put strangers into my Facebook and Instagram. And so I've never known what it is like to have family and friends be really excited and want to join my team. So I just had to work on that super early on and grow my network early on. We'll talk about that in a little bit. So I just was always used to that. Pure follow-up. We'll talk about follow-up in a little bit, but that is so true. Fortunes in the follow-up. I rarely ever sign someone without follow-up. I'm not feeling like I'm doing enough. So we're going to talk about that in a little bit, and how you need to be tracking. If you feel like you're not doing enough, you need to be tracking what you're doing so that you can kind of see and like analyze, like, okay, what do I need to be doing more of, type of thing. My audience right now, which could definitely be. And so either maybe you're not interacting with people enough, so they're not seeing your post, because with Facebook algorithm and Instagram, because they're owned by Facebook, if you're not interacting with people, like I just do interaction posts where I'm asking a question, has nothing to do with it works. Like the one I did was like, unpopular opinion, I like Frozen 2 better than Frozen 1. All my people are Disney people, right? That just fits with, it had so many comments, it was crazy, right? Like people put in what they thought. So I just do things like that so that I can get that interaction going, and I'm commenting back to their comments too. And so that Facebook knows, like, oh, okay, like Jackie commented on Ashley's post, so clearly they want to see each other's stuff, or Ashley commented on Jackie's post, so clearly they want to see each other's stuff. So get that interaction going, and grow your audience for sure. If you don't have enough friends in your Facebook, then you need to be growing that, and we'll talk about that in a second. Okay, so those are all the things that y'all gave me, and I have felt every single one of those things. I get it. And so I need you to just like take those thoughts captive and just flip them. You gotta flip them, or come to me and I can help you flip it. Like, I get it. I've been there. I get frustrated too. I still feel all these things. It's just easy for me to bounce back because I've practiced what I need to do to bounce back. Okay, so the biggest thing, if you ask any like Ambassador Diamond, like, what's the number one thing that you could do to build your business and sign distributors? They will tell you something that really annoyed me when I first started, because I was like, no, there has to be something else. Your mindset. And I hated when people said that. Like, I hated it. I was like, what do you mean my mindset? Like, what is a script? Just tell me the script. Tell me the things. I will do them. That is the person I am. But really, it's all about your mindset. It's all about what you're thinking. So when you're saying, when you're saying that people don't want this, when you're saying people don't have the money, when you're saying all those things, that, like I said earlier, that's what's going to happen. You're not going to find the right people, because you're going to find the people that don't want it, that don't have the money. But when you start saying affirmations, and I actually have a little affirmation sheet that I try to read a few times a day, at least 3 times a day if possible. And these are some of the things it says. I'm a distributor signing machine. Even if I don't feel like it that month, I'm saying it. I don't care. Even if I don't feel like I am, it doesn't matter. What you speak is what's going to happen. I am a customer signing machine. I attract miracles. I skip ranks. My volume grows by tens of thousands every month. My volume does not grow by tens of thousands right now every month, but I'm going to say it, because if you want it to happen, start saying it. Start saying what you want. My team hustles as hard as I do, which I do believe is true, but I have it on there. Everyone wants to be on my team. Everyone wants to be on my team. Say that to yourself like 10 times a day, every day. Everyone wants to be on my team. They're going to start to want to be on your team. My team grows organically. I don't even need to worry about placement. My customers buy multiple products because they know the importance investing into their health. I attract greatness. My bank account is growing daily. I attract hard workers. I'm not normal. I'm extraordinary. I'm making the impossible possible. I go Ambassador Diamond without placing any volume. I am strong. I am bold. I go on vacation once a quarter with Glenn and Gavin. I'm invited on stage at conference. I'm a millionaire. This is something that I just added on here because I heard it yesterday. Make sure your dreams are so big that God has to step in to fulfill them. Whatever you believe in. So I say these things, even if I don't always believe them, even if I'm having a rough day, I say these things to myself because I need my mindset to change. And the only person that's going to change it is you. Okay. Something else that I do that is huge, 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 huge. And if you just did one thing, I would say visualizations are huge. So I need you to it might not be as detailed at first, because if you're not used to doing this, then it won't be as easy. You're going to have to really work on it, but I need you to visualize what you want out of this. I need you to like be real with yourself. Like, what do you really want? Not just like, oh, I just want an extra $200. Like, and maybe that is what you want. Maybe it's because you want nail money, like Lori Conway, Ambassador Diamond, Lori Conway. That's why she started this, for nail money, right? I need you to like be trying to think as big as you possibly can right now, right? So sometimes I will try to envision myself being in the Millionaires Club. If you have no idea what that is, when you hit $1 million, like total from all the paychecks that you have in the company, you get to be in the Millionaires Club. And so at conference, they call you up on stage and they play a certain song that I have downloaded. And so I will play that song and I will like envision myself, I'll close my eyes and I'll be like, I see myself sitting in the chair in the audience, and then I see them calling my name, and I go on stage and I'm hugging everyone and I'm crying, and like I can feel like my goosebumps right now, because as I'm visualizing it, my body thinks it's real, my mind thinks it's real. This is real stuff, you guys. Go watch The Secret on Netflix, I'm telling you. When you do visualizations and you close your eyes, and just even if you have 5 minutes during the day, close your eyes and envision the most perfect day. If you could be home with zero debt, like nothing to worry about financially, where would you be and what would you be doing? Maybe you're going to travel somewhere. Who are you with? What do you feel? I do these things and it feels real, even though it's not real right now. And when you're doing that, it makes you excited and it makes you want to go after things hardcore, okay? Another thing that Mark actually mentioned today on our VIP call was watch out who you're letting influence your mindset and your focus, right? It's so easy to like, you could have 20 people that are so supportive of you and just telling you you've got this. And then there's that one person, right, that tries to bring you down and tells you that you can't do it. And for a lot of people, it really makes us discouraged. And we're like, oh man, well, they don't think I can, so maybe I can't. And then what happens is you're overwhelmed because you're out of control. You're out of control of your life. You're letting someone else come into your mind and take your focus away. They're controlling your thoughts right now. Don't let them do it, you guys. I know it takes practice and I know it's not always easy. You have to work on this. It is so important, because what you want and what someone else is going to want is not the same. Even what you want and what I want is not the same. And that's okay. We're all human. We get one life to live. This is it. So you need to figure out what you want and go after it. Every like millionaire and successful person out there had so many people telling them that they were crazy, telling them that they couldn't do it, telling them to just be like everyone else. And they were like, I don't want to be like everyone else, because I want to be happy. I want to be on the beach making money. I want to be traveling and doing whatever I want to do. I don't want to be miserable anymore. And so if you want to be miserable, that's cool. Never take advice from someone. If someone's giving you advice and they've never been in network marketing, successful network marketing, at the top of network marketing, if they've never done that, please don't listen to anything they have to say. Don't take their opinions. Just tell them, you know what? That's great, but you need to keep that to yourself. I appreciate that you got some opinions there, but you need to just keep them to yourself, because they have no place in your life. This is your life, and you need to figure out where you want to go with it, and really watch out who you're letting influence. Like, a lot of the times, I don't even talk to my husband about some of the stuff that we're doing because he's very supportive, but like, this is my thing. I go to my upline, I go to my sideline girls, I go to my people that are in it with me, that know my same mindset. So make sure that you're talking to people with the same mindset as you, right? Okay, so let's talk roadmap. Roadmap, your steps to success. If you don't have it printed out, you need to go print that out today. Print out your steps to success sheet. It's an e-suite, 3 distributors, 6 customers every month. That's our goal. So make sure you have that. That's your roadmap. Yes, baby?
I'm going to show you something.
Okay, give me 1 second. Oh, okay. Awesome. Okay, your goals. Know what you want to get done that day, right? Know how many, like, start with just a number. Today I'm going to go get 10 host-a-posts up. Let's start there. You're going to do host-a-post. Today I'm going to go message 50 people and ask them if they need extra income. I don't know, whatever your goal is. Write down your goals and know what you need to do every single day, and have your little like checklist for yourself. Something that Mark said on the call today was, our CEO is Mark Pentecost. So when I say Mark, that's who I mean, our CEO. He said action and grit is what you need to be successful with anything. So action and grit. And grit means that even when obstacles are knocking you down, even when you know like, well, this happened and that happened and this person said this and this person said no, and then all this stuff and the kids are being crazy, even when all that stuff happens, you have to kind of like do that visualization, refocus, remember why you're here, what you want, and you have to like figure out how to continue on. Okay, it's not always the easiest. It's not easy. Just like going to the gym. When you go to the gym, you already know that you're gonna be like sweating and like you're gonna be like you're gonna hurt. Like it's not gonna feel good, right? You're gonna be able to breathe. You know that, but you still, like most people, still go to the gym. But they know it's gonna happen when they get there. They know because they have to rip those muscles apart in order for their muscles to come back together stronger. And so there are going to feel like you're being ripped apart, like, oh my gosh, can I really do this? You are so much stronger than you think. You are so much stronger than you think, you guys. It's insane how much stronger you are than you actually think that you are. So trust me when I tell you, I've had to grow into the person that I am now, and I've had to learn this about myself. Okay, so the core 4. I've done this since the beginning of time, since 6 years ago, and I still do the same things. I do the same things. It's just I do maybe a few things a little bit differently in how I do them. So number 1, messaging. We didn't have host to post when I started. That like wasn't a thing. Okay, so I messaged people. Was I excited about it? No, I didn't want to get a no. But when I started getting yeses, when I started getting people interested, it was so much fun, right? And so host to post makes that super easy for you right now, because you don't even have to just go message random people. You can be doing a distributor host to post or customer host to post. I'm gonna talk straight up about distributor because that's what we're talking about now. So you can just do those host to post, and you know that the people that you're messaging are people that are interested, okay? So host to post is so huge. Straight up messaging, like I told you earlier, I mean, I get it, guys, but I did it. So, I mean, I have to hold you to like the standard that I know I did. And I was afraid and I didn't have a lot of confidence. And I was like this like shy little introverted person when I started. I was not the same person, but I still did it. And so if I did it, I know you can do it too. And so no excuses. How many people are you asking? How many active conversations are you having, right? So if you're just posting and you're just like scrolling around Facebook and Instagram and like watching all the videos, that's great. But when you're not actually talking to people and letting them know what you have and doing the follow-up, which we're talking about in a second, then you're not going to sign anyone. And so it could be that you're just not having enough active conversations because of fear, because of whatever it is. And the way that you get over that, the way that you get over fear, is just by doing it. If I started basketball today, I would suck for like a while. I would have to practice a lot. And the more the practice that I put in, like the better I would be. So the more practice that you put into this, the better you're gonna be at talking to people, the easier it's gonna be. If someone says no, you're just gonna be like, oh, okay, I appreciate it. Now, whenever someone says no to me, literally I'm just like, thank you so much, I appreciate your honesty, because in my head, I'm like, you'll be back. Either that or whatever, there's more people out there. There's billions of people out there. So I can't worry about those people, okay? So that's number 1, messaging. Number 2, follow-up. Fortune is in the freaking follow-up, you guys. And so when I follow up, and you can, ask us, if you just search follow-up in the team page, like you'll find it. But when I'm following up, I'm excited. I'm excited for people. Where's my phone? Does he have my, I'm on my phone. Wow. All right. Well, this is how my day is going. Okay. I'm going to read you a follow-up that I did today. Let me go find it. Okay. This is just something that I sent out today. This girl, by the way, I've been talking to since I first started the business. And back on April 28th, she said, okay, I'm joining. I need to lose around 25 pounds. Awesome. I'm so excited. Never joined. Okay. She's told me so many times that she's joining. So whatever. I just continue to follow up with her. She hasn't told me no. I don't stop following up until they tell me no, and make sure that you're writing people's names down. That's how I know who to follow up with, because I'm writing everyone down that I talk to that is interested. So I said, hey girl to her, but I don't always say hey girl, it just depends. I've known her for so long. It made sense. Hey girl, I hope you're doing amazing with all the craziness going on in the world. I know you expressed interest about joining our business before, and I just had it on my heart to reach out to you again. Our company just announced you can join our team for half off. It's half off right now. If you're watching this at a different time, it doesn't really matter. By the way, we did not have any kind of discount on kits, anything. It was $99. There was no discount my entire way from starting this up to Triple Diamond. They didn't have discounted kits until like a year or 2 after I joined. So like people will pay $99. I promise you they will, because I went triple diamond with everyone paying $99. Okay. Okay. So our company just announced you can join our team for half off through the 21st, blah, blah, blah. You'll get $140 in Skinny Brew samples. And I'll also show you how you can earn a $15,000 bonus by August. Are you ready to do this together? Are you ready to do this together? You have to ask a question. It's just being excited. The last time I was like, hey, it's $49 to join, like whatever, that was like the last time I talked to her. I'm so excited. Are we getting you going? You know, just like something short and sweet, doesn't even have to be that long. Fortune is in the follow-up, you guys. It's so important. Okay, so that's number 2. Posting, follow-up, growing your network. I grow my network through host-to-post, yes, but if you feel like you have no one to do host-to-post for you, it's because you don't have enough people in your network, and maybe you're not doing enough interacting to where they're even seeing your giveaway post. They probably don't even see your giveaway post. So make sure that you're doing the interaction, but also grow your network. This is how easy growing your network is. I go into Disney groups on Facebook. I'm a Disney person. I go into Disney groups, so maybe for you it will be something different, and I just go, friend, 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 friend. I'll do like 25 people at a time. I'm not messaging them. I'm not being weird. Just literally friending them. And when they come to my profile page, guess what? In my bio talks about how I'm a Disney pass holder. So right away, there's a connection there, and they're going to friend me back. Not everyone, but some people will. So I do that 25 times at a time, 25 at a time. It takes me literally probably 2 minutes. I'm not joking. 2 minutes. You can time yourself. Friend, 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 friend. 25 people from whatever post I choose in that group. Just friend people. And then I'll come back a few hours later, do the same thing. I'll try to do it 4 times a day. Okay, so that's adding 100 people a day, and then doing host to post too. So I'm growing my network super fast. If you don't have 5,000 friends on Facebook, someone said this once, and she's like, it's like if you were a musician and you were doing a concert. Wouldn't you want a sold out concert? Wouldn't you want all the seats to be filled in your concert? You wouldn't just want like a third or a half. Like, you would want a sold out concert. That's literally the goal when they do concerts. So why don't you have 5,000 Facebook friends, you know? And so she said that, and I was like, dang it, yes, I know. So I've been working hard on that. I'm very close to 5,000. So anyway, doing that, growing your network. And then the last thing is posting, okay? So I try to do 3 posts a day. I'm not going to go into this hugely because I have a lot of videos on this, but I always do something that has nothing to do with It Works, and I will give you an example in a second. I always try to do a product post. It is not salesy at all. It is like, and that's from the sales, so it looks a little salesy. Sometimes I'll do before and after, but sometimes it's just like, I'm drinking my skinny coffee today. I feel so full. I feel so energetic. Whatever I'm feeling. People want to know how you feel. They don't care about the ingredients necessarily in it, like unless they have allergies. They just want to know, what's on my nail? They just want to know how you feel from it, okay? So when you can tell people how you feel, they're more likely to buy it. And then I'll do something completely unrelated to It Works. Like here I said, curious, are you back to work, still working from home, or still furloughed, right? And I had like 70 comments on it. So I just try to do some random things that have literally nothing to do with It Works, and so that people will comment on them, because my It Works post is basically only distributors commenting on it. So if you find that too, it's fine. They'll comment on my other stuff. So I try to do posts every day. So I'll do non-It Works post, product post, and a business post. Just because you don't have a story yet doesn't mean that you can't post about the business, okay? Because I did it from day one, and that's why I send a ton of people. I would tell people what I want this to do for me. I know it may be a little weird. It may be a little scary. That's okay. You cannot grow unless you push yourself outside your comfort zone. Being honest, there's no way that you can grow with anything without pushing yourself outside your comfort zone. Going to the gym alone pushes me outside my comfort zone. Trying heavier weights, trying weight machines, going in like the free weight area, that's scary to me. But I've done it because I wanted to grow. I wanted to grow my muscles, right? So you have to step out of your comfort zone in order to grow yourself, in order to grow your business. I promise you can do it. I promise you I had all the excuses and I still was able to do it, okay? So you have to talk about the business. Let's see. Whoa, let me try to find one. Okay, hanging out with this boy, it was a picture of Gavin, hanging out with this boy poolside today, getting some sun and helping 3 customers get their discount weight loss packs to start their summer goals. I probably was just claiming I actually did sign 3 customers that day, but I think at that point I was just like claiming, I'm going to get 3, because if you don't claim it, it's not going to happen, right? I love that I have the option to stop what I'm doing and say yes to creating memories with him. I remember 6 years ago, I just assumed that corporate was my only option. That's what I got my master's degree for, right? I never realized if I just put faith in myself and had the courage to have that fear and try something new anyways, I could have this freedom. So obviously I couldn't say I was staying home before, but I would probably flip that and be like, I can't wait until I can have the freedom to just stop and make memories with my family, right? Something like that. I worked so hard, y'all. You can't sit back and just wait for life to happen for you. You have to go out and make it happen. I was working corporate 60 plus hours a week when I started this on the side, and in 10 months I more than matched my corporate salary. In 12 and a half months I doubled it. Okay, so clearly I can say that here, but when I first started, I was at the distributor level. I was not making money. So I would say things like, I can't wait until, like I said, I can stop what I'm doing and just create memories. I can't wait until I can go on more vacations with my family because of my side business or because of my social media business. I can't wait until I can pay off all of my debt because of my social media business. I can't wait until fill in the blank because of my social media business. Okay, so it's just that easy. It's just that easy. And if you're more vulnerable and I remember saying things like, I felt stuck. I remember, like I said, things like that. Like sometimes I just feel stuck. Like I don't really know where I'm going or what direction I have. And because of this, I finally have a direction. So it's things like that and inspiring people that is going to get them, as far as posting goes, to want to be on your team. However, like I said, posting is not enough. You have to ask people. You have to. You're asking people and then they're going to stalk your Facebook. So if you're not posting about the business on your Facebook, then you're probably not going to sign a lot of people right now because they just don't really believe you. They want to know that you're serious, right? You would rather join someone that was serious and had a roadmap, right? Like we have a roadmap, our steps to success. They would rather join someone that's serious, even if they're a distributor level. They'd rather join a serious distributor level person than a diamond maybe or a ruby or whatever that barely talks about the business. Okay, so that's that. And so the last thing I want to say, and I kind of touched on this earlier, is are you busy or are you working? Because there's a difference. I used to think I was working. The past few years I thought I was working. I kind of was a little bit working, but I was kind of busy. I was on Facebook a lot and Instagram and kind of scrolling around, looking at everyone else and doing things, but I wasn't really, if I would have written down what I was doing, which Glenn eventually told me I needed to do, I would have seen that I wasn't really doing what I need to be doing. And so if you feel like you aren't getting enough done, write down how many conversations did you have that day? How many hosted posts did you get up that day? How many new people did you add to your network that day? Write these kinds of things down. Just track it, right? Just on a piece of paper. You can just track it super easily. And then you'll know, how much time yourself. I'm going to spend 10 minutes messaging, whatever it is. I don't know. Time yourself. That way you know how much time you're spending and you know what you're getting done. And are you going to have to invest time from something else into this? Yeah, you will. So you have to be prepared for that. I'm not saying that I would sit around all day and do this because most of today I didn't do very much work. I went on a walk with Gavin. We went to the store. I did a workout with my husband. We did some other stuff. I did a few things for work, but now, when my husband gets off at 5, because he's working from home, besides this video, I'm going to sit down and really get into working. And so I have certain hours that I set for myself so I can make sure I'm getting what I need to get done. And I'm tracking my work and knowing how many hosted posts and how many conversations and who I'm following up with. Okay. So this is how you sign distributors. It's mostly mindset. It's mostly just getting over those first mindsets that we all have, right? The first things that I talked about and moving on to, okay, that's valid, but not real in most cases because people do want to join this. They are interested. They will pay the money. And yeah, you'll get a no, but guess what? You're that much closer to getting a yes, okay? So I want you to take what I say here and put it into action and go be amazing. Go get on Host to Post if you aren't doing that. Start doing the core 4 if you are not doing that. We are here to help you, so please ask for help. You cannot be successful unless you're asking for help, because I know that I needed to ask for help. So if I needed help, then you're gonna need help too. Okay. All right, let's go. Let's do this.